Hi, it's Dana and Claire here, and we're here to talk to you about why introducing artificial intelligence to your boutique one and only hotel in Morgan Valley would be the best trend to enhance the hotel. Not only would it give the hotel a little bit of extra quirkiness for guests to be able to interact with, but it also enhances many of the hotel departments such as front office, food and beverage, housekeeping, and marketing. Today we aim to convince you as to why, as owners, investing and introducing this trend to the hotel is not only a good idea, but it will also provide definition of why AI will help the hotel itself. Firstly, let's start by talking about what is artificial intelligence and by introducing a short history. According to the Cambridge University definition of artificial intelligence, it is regarded as the study of how to produce machines that showcase and can do things similar to the human mind. The history of AI first began in 1940s when the first computer was invented. From here, the first documented account of artificial intelligence was in 1956 when it was a major discussion point at the Dartmouth Conference. Since then, 5 decades have passed, and even though the trend of artificial intelligence has adapted slower than first anticipated, the trend of artificial intelligence has continued to progress and benefit many industries, especially hospitality. Within the hospitality industry, artificial intelligence became an incredibly useful trend as it has eliminated many human errors and carries out many tasks that human would have done. It also has the ability to reduce wage costs and improve the standard of service. Many of the examples are being carried out in many hotels all around the world, like in minibar fridges with automatic sensors. We believe adapting a trend such as artificial intelligence would be a highly beneficial trend for the owners of one and only Emirates Morgan Valley. Is a beneficial investment due to the locality where it is located 184 k's from the CBD of Sydney. The hotel is a selection of 40 villas which range from 1 to 3 bedroom villas that overlook over 7,000 hectares of heritage listed nature reserve. As a result of the hotel's rural location, it offers guests a, a large amount of bushwalk, day spas, and tree-changing activities, just to name a few. The hotel is designed as a luxury escape boutique experience with hotel rates of high expense. A hotel such as this one would benefit from adapting the trend as the business would be able to provide guests with an even more unique experience to what the hotel already offers guests. Artificial intelligence experience will improve the customer service by reducing human error and also enhance experiences in front office, food and beverage, housekeeping, and sales and marketing. Next, we will talk about how it is that artificial intelligence can be utilized and some issues that may arise with using the artificial intelligence at a hotel such as Emirates Morgan Valley One.
It is no doubt that housekeepers actually have one of the most hardest roles within the hotel, cleaning up after people's mess, which sometimes is very unpleasant. Moving beds from room to room, the add on beds, changing the bed sheets, cleaning the bathrooms, um, cleaning things that sometimes shouldn't have to be cleaned by another person. The lobby, the public area, it does begin to have and take a toll on the physical health of an individual. It's actually also been noted that it's one of the biggest challenges that this department face, and sometimes the housekeepers they don't speak up. So, using artificial intelligence within the Emirates One and Only Hotel, we can introduce a smart robotic system that helps the housekeepers clean the rooms through automated beds, for an example, without having to change the bed sheets. That means they can focus on other things of the room, like ensuring that the vacuuming is done right, which also can be done by a robotic vacuum. So if housekeepers only have to throw the or just place the bed sheets on the bed and the bed is able to remake itself, then that's something that we want. That's something where our housekeepers don't need to spend so much time on. That saves us on our wages. Housekeepers can then have assistance with the rooms by restocking the amenities within something that we already use is the mini bar, which automatically tells us when something has been taken. We can do this exact same thing for things within the showers, things within like the actual remotes and stuff. If something's broken, something where the system will report these things back to the front office, which will then get help. Now, when we're saying that the amenities within the bathrooms can be reported, that this is how much we're going to need to stock for this, so that they don't have to constantly carry around a big load of them. This will then help them, but it's not something that will just be charged to the room. The Emirates One and Only, furthermore, will assist mostly from this, as the guests will be given the privacy that they want. They've travelled all this way to our beautiful isolated paradise, only to be bombarded at 9:30 in the morning by the housekeepers. Knock, knock, knock. We need to clean your room. Well, if we have this, our guest will be willing to pay that extra, so that they don't have to stress about this. They can take their time. If the machines are just there whenever we're ready, then it doesn't matter. Our housekeepers can work the less hours and get it done in such a quicker amount of time that it won't be so hard. On top of that, on top of that, many housekeepers could worry that they might be losing their job, which really they're not, because the system can't work without us. We need to make sure that the system is doing its job correctly. But still, it's a stress of many, because how many workers will it take to make sure that the job is being done right by the robot? This may not seem like a complete issue to worry about, as now there are other jobs to do within the hotel. However, 47% of today's job roles are at high risk of being obsolete in the near future. So it's only certain that housekeeping and all these other jobs that are being taken over by technology and artificial intelligence and robotics and this and that, they will have no rooms. They will have no jobs left for the future. And what is there for them to fall back on without them being in the wrong and having nothing left for them? Technology is well known for being unreliable, so often one is told of how things go so wrong so quick. So, where will housekeeping departments stand when the artificial intelligent robots and technology fails, if the workers are no longer there to fix the issue? With many of the older generation retiring and the young ones refusing to settle for such a demanding and consuming job, the hospitality industry itself has a 28% vacancy rate. Now, with the amount of tasks that need to be done or finished and completed throughout an average 8-hour shift in the food and beverage department alone, it's beyond imaginable. With the help of artificial intelligence, we have the potential to support this innovative idea, which will then support our workers who create this amazing and delicious food to serve to our guests, and help them become more efficient in what they do, as they are very time poor, and so are we sometimes. Artificial intelligence can revolutionize our industry. If we can have the artificial intelligence enter into our storerooms and we can have a fully stocked shelf and just take one photo of what a fully stocked shelf should look like or how much of each item we should have, the artificial intelligence system will then be able to recognize when items have been missing off the shelves, when it's been a busy day and someone's used a few extra bottles of the Chardonnay. It will send an automatic message to stakeholders or to the food and beverage manager themselves and just let them know, notify them that the Emirates only will need to order, a few more extra cases of the Chardonnay. You guys have been busier. Um, and that's just one example of the utilization that artificial intelligence can be done within the Walgett dining room and the country kitchen, along with the Valley Bar and the terrace at the Emirates One and Only. As always, there are implications of having such a wonderful technology, of allowing ourselves to move forward with the future and with technology and what we're creating and what we are aiming to be. With artificial intelligence, it is important that we stay careful because technology, it can be very unreliable and unpredictable at the most of times. It's important that we ensure when messages are sent out to stakeholders that they're not sending out the wrong messages, maybe to the wrong people sometimes. Maybe even over ordering, telling the food and beverage manager that we've been through 6 cases of Chardonnay when really we've only used one bottle, and this can mean that our inventory levels will increase if we are over ordering and not using the required amount of wine and produce that we actually do use. Data science can be used for a combination of different things within the hotel. With Emirates One and Only, we want to focus on the sales and marketing of the hotel and use it as a tool to kind of influence potential guests to want to stay with us. This can be done based on different search engines that guests might use. So whether me as an individual, I'm on Facebook or I'm on YouTube, looking at a video, based off those searches and what I search off the most, these will then I will start to find them just flowing through my newsfeed automatically. Whether it's just me having a conversation with my friends, our phones have now learned to pick up on the kind of topics that we go for, and you find that you're kind of finding these things on Facebook, on social media, just automatically. From this, data science can be used to become activated as soon as an individual says certain keywords like luxurious, getaway, beautiful, earthly, and this is what data science actually is. It's picking up on what people talk about. It's picking up on what people search. It is pretty much just analyzing an individual's the way they are in life, on their phone, on social media, and based off what they are giving and what they are asking for, that is what data science will give. With the Emirates One and Only, we can use this to our advantage. To by activating those keywords, we can then send out advertisements automatically to them, rather than bombarding the wrong people that don't want to see this, that it's not relevant to their lives. We can have our own data science automatically send out marketing advertisements, which will get to the customers that want to see this, the customers that want to be there, the customers that want this experience. Now, although data science can be very useful for the Emirates One and Only, an identified issue, which is something that we must be very and extremely careful about, is if our data science is sending out notifications to the wrong people, if our advertisements are not going to our targeted market, people might start to look at our hotel as somewhere where they don't want to be. It might start to make them feel like they are uninterested in this place, somewhere they don't want to be, and it might make them feel that that's what we stand for. Other than that, they might also start to believe, like that they've had this invasion of privacy, being bombarded by our constant advertisements, when all they want to do is spend a normal day on social media. The thing with this is, if data science can be used correctly and thoughtfully, we can we can actually, boost our hotels, productivity, build a loyal customer base.
Artificial intelligence could be utilized within the front office department of Emirates' one and only Walden Valley, as it could give guests the option and convenience to pre-check in and receive their keys prior to arriving at the hotel. This would be done by guests filling out all appropriate hotel required data, such as hotel information and preferences, email address, and phone number. It is all needed for the hotel to log in guest preferences. The guests can then find their room and download a QR code which they should then scan on the door on their room on arrival. This is useful for travelers such as business or early honeymooners who appreciate the efficiency and time saving. This will be beneficial for the Walgan Valley Emirates Hotel as it results in less staff members having to be on shift and saving time and money. In the same way, it could also boost the guest experience by giving them the option of how they would like to travel, whether they would like the efficient and quick approach or the friendly and personable. Another way artificial intelligence can be utilized within the front desk environment is by improving customer service by taking away human error and breaking down language barriers. This is done by ensuring that artificial intelligence is performing 100% of the time in the way in which it is programmed to. In the same way, as it is a computer thinking system, it is able to have conversations with guests who may not understand the English language. This will automatically attract people towards the hotel as they feel as though they are being properly understood and looked after. Artificial intelligence plays a strong role in the hospitality industry as it has the power to boost loyalty by helping hoteliers identify more of their guests' needs. This means that potentially you as owners at Emirates One and Only can save a substantial amounts of money while enhancing customer service and eliminating human error. An issue that may arise when using an artificial intelligence system in the front desk of a hotel is the possibility of the artificial intelligence system computer malfunctioning. From here, guests may lack adequate amount of training and customer service skills to be able to provide the same experience as the artificial intelligence system would. This causes a problem for the hotel as guests may not be as satisfied or willing to return to the hotel as they have not been provided with continuously the same level of service if the artificial intelligence system is not working. In conclusion, artificial intelligence will play an important role in the future of the hospitality industry, and this is why Emirates' one and only Walgan Valley should introduce the trend into their business. The impact of artificial intelligence machine within the job will not only make significant amount of difference to the customer service rating and eliminate human errors, but will also increase functionality and sustainability to many departments such as food and beverage, housekeeping, front desk, and sales and marketing. This is why we think that it is important that you as owners of Emirates Walgan Valley One and Only should invest into this trend.